You have powerful connections, but the problem is that you don't know what you want. Hi, my name is Linda Onemefo. I welcome the episode of the next series. In this series, I share with you how you can best relate with people and how best you can people in order to accomplish more in less time. If it is your first time on my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell to get a notification when the next content drops. And if it is your first time on Facebook, go ahead and click on that follow button because that is one of the best decisions you're going to make in your life this year and beyond. And I'm going to share with you why in the series. Now, a lot of people are lamenting that we have a lot of people who are willing to help, but they are not looking out for them to actually help. Why? Because they don't know exactly what they want. Now, if you are the kind of person that is here and you are confused, if you have really gained certainty of how people can, or you know someone who needs to be here, gather them around because life is about to change. Copy the link and share because the envy is less when everyone is succeeding. Now, how do you gain certainty? Over the time, I've been conversing with a lot of people in my space on exactly what they want because people are really willing to help you. It's just that you don't know what you want. And the last time I talked about maximizing your friendship, I said something about the role of friends in your life. And until you get to that point of deciding, people would not know how to support you. So now, one question you're going to ask yourself is, what exactly do you want? And remember, whatever you want is geared towards the end goal. If not, you will be moving and not making progress. You will be busy and very unproductive, right? And so that is why this series is here. Now, how do you gain certainty for profitable connections? Now, first of all, you need to be able to identify the 4 P's I'm going to share with you. Number one is your passion. Because as a matter of fact, you lack certainty. You lack certainty means you lack clarity of what you want. So because of that, you want to be certain because people are willing to help you. But how you show them how to help you is by the time they ask you what you want, you can be able in simple terms let them know this is what you want and this is how they can come in your what you want is where you let them know how they can come in to support you. People don't know this, and that's why they are just connecting with people. They're just connecting with people randomly without any purpose. And remember, it is purpose that streamline association. So when you take away that part of reason because you don't know what you want, then you will have aliens without influence. You will see that you have a lot of contact collected but no connection. So you need to be able to gain certainty of what you want. It's as important as any connection you want to make, right? Because you can't afford to get overwhelmed by a lot of people you have when you don't even know the value of them into your life. It's very frustrating and you don't want to get to that point, okay? So if you want to gain certainty, I'm going to share with you 4 P's that are going to help you. Number one is, what is your passion? Now, what are you passionate about? Now, passion is not just what you like everybody told you. It's not about what you love. This is an emotional attachment. It can be what you are afraid of. It can be what you are irritated at. It can be what you hate. It can be exactly what you love and everything. So you need to be able to identify those things that anytime you find yourself doing, anytime you see yourself always on fire to get that thing done, because you don't like that thing, that's why you are doing it. Because you love it, that's why you stick to it. You lose track of time because there is fiber in your bones leading you to that place, because these are the things that are going to incorporate what you want. Until you get to that point, you will be making profitless connection even when they are valuable in your space. So it's very, very critical. Now, second thing you want to pay attention to is your problems. You see, pains and problems have a purpose. You need to be able to understand that. Now, everything that you go through is a template for someone else who is going to learn from you. Every problem you go through, like I always say, challenges are what demands your best. It's not what help you. It's not what keeps you at a place where you begin to complain. It is something that demands your best. Until you pick courage to actually confront it, you won't be able to realize a lot of skills. When my dad died, right, there is a lot of leadership skill I realized I had. I I never knew I had. Just because of that, I have to take my role as the first daughter of the house. There are a lot of things that happen. I saw myself evolve. I was not like, I never knew I can actually do all of these things. There are a lot of realization you come out from when you go through pain. You will see your powers and overcome those challenges. You will be able to unravel a lot of things, and you will now like, okay, I think this is what is going to help people, and this is what God is trying to let me know I should do. These are the things you begin to ruminate on, right? And other things that are very coming to you effortlessly, that you don't need so much of the training, but you see yourself doing them. For instance, I know a lot of teachers to actually teach me how to capture, and very fast I see some persons in the choir struggle with me. So, and I'll be like, when I get a score, I just flip this in, even when I don't know much about it, until I get to the point where I am now, and I've not yet arrived. I've not even started. And so you need to be able to understand those things, so that when people begin to ask you, okay, they've been talking about this thing, what exactly do you want? They are not asking you what you want. They are asking you how they can come into that thing. That's the question. Until you understand that, you just be just like I was speaking with one of my connections today, and I asked her, okay, so what exactly do you want, and what are you really afraid of? He said, I'm really afraid to not achieve my purpose. Okay, what is your purpose? He said, my purpose is to marry. How do I come in? How do I get you married? I'm like, I'm like, how do I get you married? Is marriage someone's purpose in life? It's just like making money, and you're saying making money is your purpose in life. No, I doubt. You need to be able to identify your industry, and this is not something that you just run ahead to just go and get. So that's why I always tell people, don't run to make connections, don't run for visibility. First, build capacity. It's very, very key. So, because the successful people you know, they don't know a lot of people, but a lot of people know them. And there are questions you need to start asking by virtue of that. So when you focus on those your priorities, people can now know where they can come in at different seasons. You know how to maximize relationships at different seasons and times in your life. It's very, very critical. That certainty will even build courage inside of you, right? There are a lot of things, and this is just the tip of an iceberg, because in our onboarding session, as we are building confident global champions, first thing we want to do before we even talk about anything relationship is to know your level of certainty. Because until you are certain, you will not embrace all that we make available in the platform. And because we know that we don't believe in one-off training, we're going to hold you accountable till you see and then grow at your own pace by building connections along your journey till you get it right. So we understand these things, and that's why your level of certainty determines the value of the connections that you have. Until you get to that point, you will have valuable people, but they are not profitable. And remember that the three key things that makes a connection a superpower connection is the one that allows you grow, is the one that makes you productive, and the one that are profitable. Any connections that you have that is not in these three, they are useless. They can be very nice people, but they are useless to you. And being useless is not an insult, it's a fact, because it's either you are useful or you are useless. It's just like the in the realm of relevance. So you need to be able to understand these things, your level of certainty. So I shared the 2P, and next series I'm going to complete 2P. But all you have to do to be able to unravel these things, because a minute, an hour, 5 hours is not enough for you to sap out in the area of gaining certainty, because there are levels to this thing if you really want to maximize people in your life. So go ahead, click the link in the description of my channel, or you type CGC in the comment section. We are going to reach out to you to be able to identify what you are facing on and the confusion you are actually on, because every problem is an invitation for a relationship. Until you speak out, people will never know what you want. Until you speak out, people will never know how to come in. And until you gain certainty, people will never know how to support you. And until I come into the next series, I still remain your friend and your go-to-get networking strategist, Linda on MFO. And I can't wait to be able to share your testimony to the world. We are building confident global champions for a reason. And you see why we are building confident global champions? Yes, we need people who have certainty of where they are going to, so that they can be able to maximize the relationship that accords them in their journey in order to achieve those global spaces and own their stages, as well as seize their moments. So you need to be able to space if you really want to achieve your purpose, but you first need to be able to identify them. So there are a lot of things stuck in between this space, but I am keeping this view because this is actually a journey. And until you take the action right now, you won't be able to see the other side, because implementation is the mother of result, and procrastination is the assassination of your destination. This is for you to make your choice, and this is the time for you to actually shut the noise and make your choice. So I can't wait to be able to see you on the inside, and don't forget to subscribe for more, because we're coming from a whole new dimension, and you need that level of certainty to be able to ascertain a lot of actions around you, so that you can be able to ascend and as well as accelerate whatever you are called to do. Right? Until I see you on the next series.